wished you could snag a business class seat for your long-haul flights without breaking the bank? We're talking about indulging in top-tier drinks, gourmet cuisine, ultra-cozy pillows, and of course, those glorious lay-flat seats that make overnight flights a dream. Well, we've got a few strategies that occasionally lets us experience all that luxury without dipping too much into our points and rewards. It's not a silver bullet, but with some careful planning, it's definitely worth trying. Join me as I take on the challenge of booking cheap business class tickets without practically not using any points. Can you find the best deals for 2024? Yes, you can. You can book business class tickets for a fraction of the price without using any points. Here's how. Welcome to our channel. But first, welcome to our channel. This video is part of our Save on Airfare ebook, a complete guide packed with tips and trips of traveling stress-free and knowing how to make the most of what the airline does not want you to know. You can grab the ebook using the link in the description. On this channel, we spill the beans on many of our exclusive travel tips and tricks that you wouldn't find anywhere else. Our goal is to share our love of travel with you, and we've packed several of our playlists with all of our travel experiences. We'll be uploading new videos every week to help you save on travel and also travel hassle-free. Business class travel, with its lie-flat seats and elevated food service, is the epitome of luxury and comfort when it comes to commercial air travel. While the price tag can often be eye-watering, savvy travelers have discovered numerous strategies for securing more affordable upgrades to business. For those curious about where we are right now, well, we are home right now, but thinking about exploring Japan, possibly before the year ends. We will be posting daily stories while on our journey so you can join us on our journey in real time. However, in this video, we want to share our approach and experience to scoring bargain business class tickets. This is a topic we believe that you will find both useful and exciting. Several years ago, as we started to get a little older, we began to think more seriously about all the places we had on our bucket list. Let me put a disclaimer. I said older. I didn't say old. Never mind me. I'm just kidding around. So, we came up with some ideas of exactly where we wanted to go. We knew that once we reached retirement age, we'd finally have the time to explore the world the way we'd always dreamed of. This desire to make the most of our travels and experience every destination fully is what led us to start exploring different options for more comfortable and enjoyable flights, especially on long hauls. Make it rewarding. We wanted to ensure that our travel experiences were as rewarding and fulfilling as possible, allowing us to arrive at each new destination refreshed and ready for adventure. We have made it a priority to fly comfortably, especially on long flights, where sitting up all night isn't just uncomfortable, it's frustrating. So when we started traveling full-time, we were determined to find ways to afford business class seats whenever possible. When luxury travel was born, it all started in Belize, where we decided to explore our options for attending an art festival in Paris. After some searching, we found a round-trip business class ticket from Mexico City to Paris for just $2,200 on Air France. It was an easy decision to book, especially when we compared it to the usual $8,000 to $12,000 price tag for business class flights from the US. That was the beginning of our new adventure in finding affordable luxury travel. Planning ahead. Our approach is simple. We plan ahead, often booking 6 months to a year in advance, and we remain flexible about where our journey begins and ends. By doing this, we found that Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Saturdays are the best days to find deals. Another tip: expand your search beyond your closest airport. For instance, when planning a trip to Japan, we almost scored a deal from Atlanta, but ended up booking an amazing fare out of JFK in New York City instead. We've also found fantastic deals by flying out of airports in other states, like our amazing business class flight to Sydney from New York via Air New Zealand. It was easy to drive to LaGuardia since we lived about an hour from the airport. The bidding war. More than 50 airlines worldwide, including Air Canada, Fiji Airways, LATAM, Lufthansa, Qantas, and Virgin Atlantic, to name a few, offer bidding programs where guests who already have an economy ticket can try to score heavily discounted business class seats by bidding for them. Airlines with bidding programs typically work with a third-party travel technology company called PlusGrade. Travelers can visit the airline's bidding page, enter their confirmation number, and place their bid. Airlines will set a certain sum, usually around $300, as the bidding floor, so you'll have to offer at least that amount to be in the running. When you bid, you'll be asked to provide your credit card information. If you win, you'll find out by the day of departure at the latest. The money will automatically be withdrawn using the credit card you provided, and your ticket will be updated. Use your airline status. The higher your airline status, the more likely that you will get the upgrade if there are any seats left. For example, if someone misses their flight or when the airline decides to release the business class seat if no one paid cash for it. To get status with an airline, you'll first want to enroll through the airline's loyalty program. Once you do that, you'll need to earn miles or points. These are the currency of loyalty programs, and you accumulate them every time you fly with the airline or its partner airlines. But with the travel tips we have provided in this video, you don't really have to use your miles or points. Find a mistake fare. Mistake fares are when an airline accidentally publishes the wrong dollar amount for a ticket. These are the holy grail of flight deals and one of the best ways to score business class tickets at a bargain. However, mistake fares are incredibly rare, and when they do happen, there's no guarantee the airline will honor them. You have to act incredibly fast, as they can get pulled at any moment. Take a repositioning flight. If you don't live near a large airport, you can still get cheap business class flights using the concept of repositioning flights, which is when an aircraft needs to move to a new location for logistical reasons as opposed to revenue purposes. For example, say you want to fly from Pittsburgh to London at the end of October, but the flights are $3,600. However, if you catch a flight to Washington, D.C., and then on to London, you could save over $1,000, even with an extra flight added to the cost, because the flight from D.C. to London will likely be considerably lower than the flight from Pittsburgh to London. Bigger airports offer more competition, which puts downward pressure on flight prices and offers a wider range of options. Airlines and routes. Certain airlines and routes consistently offer great value, and we've built many of our trips around them. We've had success with Air France from Mexico City to Paris, Jetstar from Vancouver to Melbourne, and Turkish Airlines from Bangkok to Chicago. By exploring different departure cities and carriers, you can save thousands and add new, exciting stops to your itinerary. Airlines sometimes sell more tickets than there are seats on the plane. When this happens and all the ticketed passengers arrive at the gate as planned, or if the airline needs to fly crew to another airport on a plane that's sold out, the airline needs to find volunteers to depart on a later flight. If they can't find anyone to volunteer, gate agents are required to bump passengers at random. It's something they would rather not do, so they're authorized to provide incentives to travelers who volunteer, including travel vouchers, in-terminal restaurant vouchers, cash, miles, hotel stays, and other perks. Our biggest travel tip of all is to think creatively when planning your trip. Look for flights from alternative locations. Stay flexible with your destination cities and build your itinerary around the best deals you find. And don't forget to take advantage of the perks that come with business class, like access to premium airport lounges where you can relax, freshen up, and enjoy some downtime before your next flight. You also get to grab a bite before moving on to your next destination. Time and patience is key. One thing to note, finding these deals takes time and patience, but it's an enjoyable challenge. I suggest starting with Google to identify airline carriers, even though you should book directly with the airlines whenever possible to avoid potential issues. Skyscanner is another website that we frequently visit because of its airfare mistake deals, and it offers us an opportunity to see fares as far out as a month and do comparison shopping. This is really helpful. I recommend that you check out Skyscanner. They have some great features and deals. I will leave a link in the description for you. Set price alerts to find deals without effort. Instead of doing a new flight search every single day to see if the price has dropped, make life easier by setting up price alerts. I highly recommend Skyscanner Price Alerts. Their tool will track your desired itinerary and notify you of the latest business class prices as soon as they're available. You can track as many routes and dates as you want to ensure you're able to snag the best business class fare before the price rises. This is a hands-off approach that will get you a deal in no time. You can use the same feature for domestic and international airfares too. If you have ever found a hidden gem of a route or booking site, please share it in the comments. We'd love to check it out. Keep an eye out for our next video on how to find cheap flights on domestic economy airplanes and on international flights. Again, I have to reiterate that some of the tips in this video can also be used on both domestic and international flights. So don't be afraid to try them. I bet you would love to know how you can travel within the United States and abroad for the lowest fares. We have other helpful videos on our channel, so be sure to check out our budget travel playlist. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. And please follow along on our travel journey around the world. See you next time, and most of all, safe travels.